series that we're doing is all about the book of Colossians. And you know, Paul wrote to a lot of different cities, these little letters, these epistles as they're called. And it's just these form letters that he wrote for specific reason. And this city, Colossae, that he wrote to is not the most influential. It's not the biggest. It's not the most strategic city of all the cities that Paul wrote to. He wrote to Thessalonica and to Rome and to Corinth and all these big cities. This is like a teeny little place. But it's one of the most important letters in the entire New Testament, because what he wrote for us, he wrote them to say this. See, this little church in Colossae was founded by a guy named Epaphras. And Epaphras was like a good buddy of Paul's. He was a great guy. He was a faithful believer in Jesus. And so he founded this church and helped these people come into a relationship with Jesus. And Paul is writing to these people basically to say this: stay rooted and grounded in Christ. Basically what he was saying is Christ is enough. Hey guys, you received Christ from Epaphras. Keep going in the same direction. Keep growing. You may have to take a few U-turns along the way, but you need to keep going. You need to keep going toward the road that God has laid out for you. And so he's saying, stay grounded, establish. Don't move. Don't change. Don't go into these other philosophies and these hollow ways of thinking. Keep right where you are and let the tree grow and let the building, as he'll compare people's faith to, just keep growing into a huge skyscraper. And some of the key two reasons of why Paul's writing to these people is this. He's telling them, he's warning them against false teachers, okay? Because there were these people called the Gnostics. And basically what these people said is Christ isn't enough. Christ was just a good guy. He was a good teacher. He was a man, but he was not really God. I mean, come on, he's not really God. I mean, you don't really need him. You need this extra knowledge over here. You need Christ plus this stuff. You need this extra secret knowledge that some of us have, but you don't have. Let us give it to you. And Paul's saying Christ is enough. Stay rooted, stay grounded where you are. And then secondly, the second reason why Paul was writing to these people was to tell them this. Hey, I want to warn you about complacency. And man, have you guys ever heard, there's a city that Paul also wrote to, or wrote about, and it's in the book of Revelation called Laodicea. And Laodicea, in chapter 3 of Revelation, Jesus was kind of writing these letters to these churches through John. The book of Revelation was written by John. And here's what he said. He says to the church at Laodicea, hey, you're neither hot nor cold. You're kind of just lukewarm. You're not going to kind of take a stand or just kind of completely go away from God. You just want to kind of be in the middle. And so they were complacent in their faith. And so Paul is saying to the Colossians in this book, hey, this place Laodicea is really close to you guys. In fact, at the end of chapter 4 of Colossians, Paul will tell the people in Colossae, hey, take this letter and take it on over to Laodicea. They need to read it too. And so the idea is he was telling the Colossians, don't get complacent. Don't get taken off track. Don't get distracted. Stay right where you are and keep growing. And it's a profound little book. And so